I guess we'll just take care of this. The sun's gonna be coming down.
Y'all are with Agent Clyde
and Black Bahni Bay. Did we test the mics?
No, but I got levels, so that's good.
Okay.
And I got levels right here.
All right then.
All
cool.
right then.
Hope I'm coming in nice and crystal clear.
So let's go ahead and give ourselves a bit of an update. What's going on? We're going to be converting a lot of our content to podcast. For the folk who may not have the best internet connection to watch the visuals, but at least they can hear the commentary, which is just as good, quite frankly, because people still listen to Joe Rogan and they don't even actually watch it. They just listen to the conversations that happen. Secondly, we're going to go into a couple videos today. We're going to be moving away from more of the muck because me and her had a bit of a discussion about how we're not really helping the situation by recovering what someone already covered. Like, I don't know, red pill, blue pill shit.
It's not helpful to the community.
It isn't in any community, really.
Yeah.
We're going to be going over some of the community guidelines have changed. If you also happen to find yourself as a YouTuber and want to see what's going on, we're going to go through them. I already got those queued up. Thirdly, I think we're on third. Thirdly, we might have to curate our language a bit better. Apparently, YouTube really is cracking down on the whole, profaneness of things. I'm working on, we had something that was kind of auto-bleeping, but the free trial ran out. It was a censor program. It's quite expensive, really, $39.99 a month. That's a bit much. We broadcast regularly, but not that kind of regularly, to warrant that. With that being said, we're going to get into the first segment right after this brief message from potentially a sponsor, maybe, who knows. But with that being said, stay tuned. Go ahead and grab yourself a beverage and come right back after the ad, because I know most of you guys are going to get up and go skip it or put it on mute or something. It's an ad. It's an ad.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. All right, that's it.
Girl, I am so tired of Twitter and TikTok. We need something just for us.
Yeah, and I was posting 6 zeros, but they don't have a mobile app.
That's a lie. 6 Zeros actually does have a mobile app. It's available on iOS and Android. That's your phone?
Yeah.
That is humongous.
Anyway.
6 Zeros is where the Black community taps into unfiltered and authentic conversations on the topics we know and love. I gotta get out of here. But remember, don't just sign up.
We know. Host.
All right, Rebels, hope you enjoyed that commercial break. And now let's get on to the major part of the show. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Like we were saying earlier, that speaking about certain things in our community only propagates that same negative thing. Me and Bonnie have both agreed that the whole diaspora wars, whatever you want to call, not diaspora wars, no, gender war, gender wars. It's been done. It's dead. Find who you need to be with and just roll with it, okay? If they respect you, cool. If they don't, walk away, clearly. Now, this particular next topic, like I said, I just want to cover it in the terms of self-defense. Here in California, we have quite a bit of issue with that. You really can't defend yourself unless someone hits first. And that's why I wanted to point out to her. She obviously can speak for herself, but have seen clips about this woman that we're about to speak of, Brittney Renner. But the problem is she didn't see the clip that made me want to do a video about it. Now, can you please tell them the two that you saw before I play the video that's in front of us?
So on social media, it's the clip of her. Sorry, Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, on social media, the ones that I'm seeing are her getting on Charleston White and twerking on him and, you know, acting a little belligerent. But, you know, I didn't see what you saw. And also, I haven't been on social media that much, to be honest. I've been working. So, you know, I haven't really been on the internet today. So all of this is coming in as like, whoa, like this is a blind reaction. Just know this, blind reaction. I don't know anything about what's going on. Normally I'm filled in more. Normally I'm the one who's filling in with this info.
You're right. This is very accurate. This is true.
Yeah.
This is a first. I'm usually more with the sciences and whatnot. But yeah, I had to bring this up because I truly have an issue with this. I do believe in frontier justice. I do, especially if someone's absolutely wronged you, or worse, taken someone that you love, and I mean by deleting them. I believe eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth when it comes to that sort of thing. But in this case, since we are in a more civilized society, let's be clear, we are. We don't have too much. Shit, I gotta bleep that. We don't have the R-ing and P-ing happening so much these days. It's still
that is reported.
True. I'm saying, in terms of like widespread, where it was like you would literally just turn around a corner and someone is getting it. But in this case, I just want to point out, she instigated it, and she threw the first blow. That's
really?
That's all I want to be. Anytime you do what she did, the next response action should be considered self-defense. That's all I want to say, because hopefully YouTube doesn't ban this, because this isn't really violence per se.
You're going to just put a screenshot of it if you can't show the video.
I really want to show the video.
I mean, we'll see what we can do.
Social media is not playing this.
Put the filter on it, and then hopefully it'll be fine.
Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and go with that. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. But do you have anything to say before I pull this up right now?
I mean, hey, this is a blind reaction. I don't even know what we're in store for. I'm literally just... I'm here. I'm here. I don't know what's going on. And hopefully it's nothing crazy. But given if it made you want to react to it, I'm assuming it's the craziest of the crazy.
And although we only have a few subscribers, y'all know I don't really care for the sycophantry. I really don't. But this one really kind of irked me because I still think it's self-defense. When you see what happens. Okay, let me just stop talking.
Yeah,
all right.
just play the video and let's
Let's go ahead and get after it.
Shut up. Seriously, fuck up when I'm talking. Because if you ever felt real love to where you have a motherfucking second-degree tear, hello?
Wait. He didn't mean it.
Hello?
He didn't mean it.
Shit.
Hello? You don't know what it's fucking like.
Shit.
I'm sorry. I meant to hit this nigga.
Wrong guy.
Let me tell you something.
Wrong guy.
Shut the fuck up. This right here is about to go. Let me tell you.
Right when you see everyone's heads turn, turns out she hit a heavyweight champion of the world in fighting. Now, as a disciplined fighter, you already know if they throw the first blow, that's it. And this is what I meant. You can break this down 700 different 20 degrees or whatever Jason Black says and say man, woman, or whatever, woman, man, however you want. Clearly they were drinking. There's a shot right there. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Whatever you, but the fact of the matter is it was an action and reaction. You threw a projectile at someone, even if your intent was to hit someone else. Bullets don't have names. They don't. And although this is a far cry from a bullet, but the aggro she had when she threw it at the person who was supposed to be the end target and missed, just happened to be a heavyweight champion. He got up. They won't say it, but you can just look at everyone's reaction in the room. He got up. He was about to storm her. My thing is, he would have been in the right. You threw a projectile. You threw a full water bottle. That's 8 ounces of water. Maybe even more. What's standard? 8 ounces is a bottle?
16.
16.9
okay. Usually, if it's Crystal Geyser or whatever, you know.
Wait, I think they got like some no names or something.
I mean, it's probably, since it's mimicking Crystal Geyser, it's probably the same 16.9.
So
fluid ounces.
Now imagine that being thrown at your head. Unfortunately, but fortunately, depending on how you look at it, really, we don't know what body part it hit. However, it was enough to make the man get out of his seat. So, to me, the action was justified. The next couple of moments you're gonna witness here is not what social media is showing. They're showing, of course, the sexual gratuity. I think the water being poured on people because she got another bottle from somewhere. I don't even know. But they're not showing this part where she was the aggressor.
Is she the only woman in a room full of men?
I can't confirm or deny that. I'm gonna assume that maybe she has one gal pal with her.
That's ladies also know that's kind of dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. You may think like you're not one of the girls, like the other girls or whatever. You're one of the homies, but believe that's kind of dangerous. You need to be careful, especially if you're getting intoxicated. You do need to be careful.
And to be clear, there is an empty glass where her station is.
They got two bottles right there.
Let's like flask, yeah.
Those are bottles of alcohol.
I learned my lesson last time, folks. I'm not gonna zoom in.
Those are two, and it looks like expensive alcohol too. So.
Oh yeah, look at the design of that one. It has like the almost like the lotus flower on it, right?
So, you
With the
ladies,
schnapps.
you again take it or leave it. You don't have to take my word of caution, but if you don't know, do not ever find yourself in a situation where you're in a room full of men and you are getting intoxicated.
It is a good mix though. Look, they got the Red Bulls.
Yeah, the mix is whatever, ladies. Really,
if you know what drink this is,
situations like this can happen and worse.
Yeah,
and worse.
And then, again, like she said, there's alcohol involved. So of course, like you've heard me have libations on here, but there's a limit. You know, you have to gauge it, right? But the thing is, I just want to point out
she looks like she's already drunk in this clip too.
She could be, and whatever else she's on, right? Not to mention, look, sugar mixed with alcohol.
That's not a good combo, y'all. You guys are making your liver work. Your liver and your kidneys, they want to break, yo.
But I want to get out of this because we're about, getting a little long in the tooth with this because this is probably going to be talked to death. I just want to bring out the point that this is the clip that they are not popularizing for whatever reason, that she was the actual aggressor. And then when someone wanted to react to that, it's justified. But they don't want to make it seem that way because for whatever reason, whatever her, I guess... She's not
maybe
renowned,
because one, she's a woman, and two, if he's a world heavyweight champion, then he knows that his hands are weapons, are classified as weapons.
True. No,
so they probably don't want to get him caught up. Shit, I hope we're not putting him on blast or anything.
Oh fuck, that is a different perspective. My bad, mate. I just want. Actually, I thought I was helping you because I felt what your actions when you raised the body of your seat was justified, even if you were not her intended target. That's the thing. So I'm gonna run it back one time, let it run through, and then we'll put our final commentary on it. And then move on because, like I said, we don't want to keep propagating this. I feel like it's already too long in the tooth, to be honest with you.
I mean, this will be like maybe the clips will be on Patreon if you want to see the full video.
I mean, yeah, but the guy's name is kind of they're cutting up. Great. Anyways,
let's continue. I ain't got time to worry about that.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that. All right, here we go.
Hello? You don't know what it's fucking like.
Oh shit.
Have a motherfucking second-degree tear. Hello?
Yeah, she was definitely doing the thing.
Wait. He didn't mean it.
Hello?
He didn't mean it.
Shit.
Hello? You don't know what it's fucking like.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I meant to hit this nigga.
Wrong guy.
Let me tell you something.
Wrong guy.
This right here is about to go. Let me tell you something.
We good.
Shut up when I'm fucking talking. Yo, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I meant to hit that nigga. Because you sitting over here laughing.
Chill. Relax.
I ain't chilling.
Relax.
Because at the end of the day, it ain't your pussy. Hey, listen. I hear you. Hey, listen. That's fine. But guess what? You protecting him is what it is. Is it not? Is it not? Is it not?
She hit the wrong nigga, champ.
Don't be sitting over there laughing. Let me tell you, I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to him right here. I ain't talking about then bat me in my shit then.
Champ, she cool.
Bat me in my shit.
Apologies, champ.
Bat me in my shit.
I don't hit women, yo.
That all right? Then
Briggs right here. Trip it out. We're good.
Apologies, champ.
at the end of the day, all right, I don't give a fuck talking about lady. I don't care. At the end of the day, nobody knows what I went through. Nobody.
From that point on, she goes into the pity party. But the thing is, he even stated he doesn't hit women. And I just want to leave it there. I'm pretty sure some fight blogs will cover this much more in detail with a more fighter's bias.
I will say this one thing.
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
thought a couple months ago she had changed her life around because she was preaching about, being a thought and giving her body up so freely because of her self-esteem and all this stuff. So I'm wondering, like, what happened? Or is it because she's intoxicated? So, like, what happened? Because I haven't been on the internet this much. I've been working, so I'm kind of out the loop.
If I had to guess, it had to do something with the fact that the host, who clearly lost control of his guest, has something to do with the fact that her baby's father signed a $48 million deal with whatever team he's with. And this is me reading the commentary underneath this particular video, which was posted on X. So take that for what you will. And that's what kind of triggered her, because he asked her a question about the contract deal and how she's not really going to be a part of that. And I think it triggered her because then she went into the whole how her reproductive organs were damaged during the birth of their child.
I understand where she's coming from in that sense, because childbirth is not an easy process.
Yeah, a man will never know, and
it's dangerous. Again, it's dangerous in a different way, because
women still die, folks.
Yeah, they still die,
even with modern medicine.
Daily.
What's it called? Epidural.
Epidural numbs you, but that's not the
the
you
stress.
You can die from the bleeding. You can die from the baby getting stuck in the hips, and they're not able to C-section it out in time. You can die because the baby dies inside, and then it causes hemorrhaging, and then person dies, or you can die because of blood loss. There's a lot of ways to die during childbirth.
I would imagine the heart would be the one that gets stressed out the most.
Of course, because you're
pushing, you're stressing.
Just think about the internal type of stress, the stress and the strength that it takes to push something out internally that was implanted there that was not like that before. Just go through that thought.
Even though
process.
Human biology has allowed the hips to widen, it's
that
still rough.
Is painful.
Yeah,
there's a reason they scream and cry, because this is not like.
Listen, let me just say this, because I'll let you have the closing argument on this. Okay, I just want to say that no man could know, and this is, you can say I'm simping, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying from a scientist's perspective, we know that men's hips are not meant for this, right? Literally, even though women's hips are meant to bear children and have them pass through, they still can die.
Yeah.
And I would think the most pressing matter on when having childbirth is literally the stress on the heart, because you are, if you don't get a cesarean, that is, and probably even then, because anesthesia and all that.
I don't even think it's the heart. I think it's blood loss, because the placenta is attached to your uterus.
Okay.
Right? And if something detaches, you're internally bleeding.
I am not a medical professional. I don't have any children. Yeah, my thing is that in my opinion, it would seem like heart rate would be the thing that takes people out, because of the stress alone of literally bringing something into the world. But like I said, I'm not a woman. Don't intend to be one. My thing is, my point was that she was the aggressor, and I felt that the man's action was justified. I felt it weird that the social media outlets were favoring the other algorithm.
Right.
And wait, before you do, I do understand where you came from. Maybe they're protecting him, and if I'm fucking up from playing this, my bad, mate.
Yeah,
seriously.
I'm really
I thought
confused.
I was helping you, because like I said, when do we actually catch this kind of stuff on camera? When someone of the opposite sex is the actual aggressor, and say, no, look, this is probable cause. You threw it's a weapon at that point. You threw something in the air, and you were aiming for someone with intent. That means it's a weapon. It's intent. It's the intent behind it. So with that being said, Bonnie, closing arguments.
Yeah, I definitely think she was definitely out of line. Just with this small clip, and also given the earlier clips where I saw her all over Charleston White, I was like, this girl
that's this guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the controversial.
Dude. He's the one that did the thing with the thing. I don't want to say it because YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
but
want,
if you know, you know.
Yeah, you know.
So so when I saw those clips, I was like, oh, she's definitely not in her right mind. Like, she's on something. Either she's drunk or I thought she was drunk because she's kind of slurring her words. So I was like, she's probably drunk. She's probably hella drunk and doesn't realize it.
I'm just glad it wasn't a glass. It was a plastic
bottle. Because that would have definitely caused like that. I wouldn't be able to hold you, because if that's like your,
glass shatters.
Yeah, glass shatters. That could kill. Like, people die from stuff like that.
Or get maimed, lose an eye.
It's serious. Okay, it's glass, or in this case, a bottle, like a plastic bottle, which is still heavy.
It's enough to do some damage.
Just think about the force that it takes to throw that, and she's throwing that hard too. She's throwing that like a freaking softball, like a baseball.
That's why I said that was the only reason why I even brought this up, because I was like, it was the intent behind the action. She wanted to hit him.
Throwing it. It's different if you're like tossing it and it's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to, because you're tossing something they're trying to catch, and maybe you aimed correctly. That happens.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I just saw, I was like, what the hell is shaking? And it's like, spoiler alert.
So, it would be different if that was the case, because that happens too. Obviously, people are clumsy. People make mistakes. People are not that good at aiming and throwing. But that was like, no, she's throwing. Her aim is off, obviously, because she ended up hitting the wrong person.
Indeed.
So if you know your aim is off, don't be doing that stuff, girl.
Or,
please.
Just
as a person,
don't do it
at all, but especially if you know that, because then you will find yourself in a problem. She's lucky that those other dudes were kind of like calming him down, because if it was just like unrecorded
in a dark room,
who knows what would have happened? Seriously, who knows?
Please believe, like, there's times I want to go do stuff, and she knows exactly what I mean by go do stuff, and it's just like the end game does not justify the immediate gain. Yeah, I'll feel great in the moment to go handle that.
But it's not worth it.
But then I wouldn't be able to kick it with you guys. So you lot, I shouldn't say guys, because you lot. Anywho. So, but that's our closing arguments. Stay tuned. Right after, we'll be right back up to the break, and that's our closing arguments. I believe
we'll catch you in the next segment.
Yeah, I'm going on.
Catch you in the next segment. Bye.
Later.